Hi everyone, very good evening and welcome back to Geeks for Geeks practice. Please give me a quick +1 in the chat if my voice is clearly audible to everyone and everything is working fine. And hit the like button as well. Today we'll be discussing yesterday's problem of the day, that is job sequencing problem, which has been asked in a lot of companies like Microsoft and Acolyte, I think. Hi Manju and hi Vanchika, hi Madbar, hi Rishit, and hi to everyone else as well. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started and let me share my screen now so that we can discuss this problem. It's a very interesting problem and I hope that you will like it as well. So let me remove all this code also so that we can discuss further. Right, basically it's based on in Java and C++ both. It is based on the data structure, specific data structures concepts, right? If you want to use them. So basically in this problem, if you will see, so here we have been given a job based array. Okay, so the data type of the array is job, and you can see here, if I will remove this comment here, right? So yeah, you can see here that every job, just give me a second, I will do that. Yeah, so if you will see here, every job has a id, every job has a deadline to it, and every job has a profit. Okay, so every ith job that will be there, right? Every ith job that will be there, right? Every job ARI that is there, it has a unique id for it. Okay, it has a deadline variable that indicates its deadline, right? Let me write it as deadline. And every job has the profit associated with it, right? That is what we are having. Okay, this much part is clear to everyone. That is what we have been given initially. Now furthermore, the problem also says that like you have been given n such types of jobs where the ith job has a deadline, profit, and id associated with it. That is fine, but each job takes 1 unit of time to complete. Okay, so let's say if you pick up any ith job, right? If you pick up any ith job, then obviously there is a deadline that let's say the deadline is 4. Okay, let's say the deadline is 4. Then you need to do it before fourth unit of time, right? Before fourth, you can do it at 1, 2, 3, or 4. At 4, right? You have to do within the timeline. That is what is indicated here. Is this much part clear? That if that whatever is the deadline, you cannot go more than the deadline. You can be lesser than the deadline, but you cannot be greater than the deadline. And every job takes 1 unit of time to complete. Okay, or you can say 1 second to complete. Is that clear? Is that clear? And only one job can be scheduled, right? So let's say at time t is equal to 3, only one job, a particular job can be done, not more than like at a particular point of time, not more than one job can be done. So is this basic definition also clear? Basically these are the prerequisites that I want to clear for everyone, right? Then it says that we can earn the we earn profit if and only if the job is completed before its deadline. Okay, now by its deadline means lesser equal to the deadline. The task is to find the number of jobs that can be done such that you want to maximize the profit, right? Now can I say one thing? That if I want to maximize, right, the profit, then here in this case, like there could have been a scenario like, see, since the data has been given in such a manner, so I can predict that it can be done using the greedy fashion. Okay, not the DP way. Maybe you could have gone the DP way also, but it can be done using greedy way, right? Here, because there are certain deadlines and we need to do before that, so I can choose deadline. Okay, and there's one more pattern that I will tell you for this particular problem, right? Okay, so if you will see here, right? If you will so this much part is clear. Now what we have is, right, what we can do is, let's say if I have any particular data, right? Let's say if I have this particular data here, right? So let's say I have okay, let's say I have this particular data here with me, right? So in this case, the first parameter tells me about the job. Okay, so if you will see, let's say I have 1, 4, and 20. Okay, so basically 4 is the time and 20 is the profit. Then you have 2, 1, and 10. Okay, then after that, what we have is, we have 3, 1, and 0. Okay, so we have sorry, 3, 1, and 40. Then we have 4, and then we have 1 and 30. Okay, So, like, please write ID in the chat. Okay, please write ID. We don't need ID as such, right? Job ID is not required for me, right? I don't need any job. Like, there's no job ID role for this problem. Is that clear to everyone? Right? If you clearly read the problem statement, so nowhere it has been asked that you have to give the job ID or something. So that is why I only need to focus on the time and this thing, only the time and the profit associated with a particular job, right? Now what I can do is very first thing that I can think of is that I can do some sort of mapping. What kind of mapping can I do? I can do the mapping of deadline, okay, deadline and the profit, right? Profit. So what is this kind of mapping? So basically this is integer, and this will be kind of a list. So what do I mean by this? So let's say if the deadline is 1, if you see here, this deadline is what? 1. This deadline is 1. This deadline is 1. So with respect to this one, I can insert, let's say first of all I will get 10, 40 in any order. I will make a list with respect to the deadline. I will make a list of profits. Okay, so with respect to 1, the deadline 1, I have made 1, sorry, 10, 40 and 30, right? After that, what I will do is, for this deadline 4 also I'll make a list, and the list will be 20. Is this much part clear to everyone? Please write yes in the chat. Okay, so basically what I have done is I have done some kind of mapping. Okay, mapping, and this will be ordered mapping. Okay, so you can use a similar data structure in Java also, which can store the keys in the sorted format. Is that clear? Right. Once this much mapping has been done, then what I can do, right? How do I solve this problem? So basically I want to say one thing. Have you all solved the kth like this thing? If you have solved, like, whenever you see, like, if I tell you kth smallest, kth greatest, kth closest point, k closest point to the origin or something, then priority queue comes to your mind. Agree with me, yes or no? If you have solved the kth smallest problem, kth largest problem, kth closest to the, like, origin problem, and a lot of similar problems like that, then pq comes to priority queue comes to your mind. Please write yes in the chat. Okay, so similarly here as well, I can use the priority queue concept. Okay, what I can do is, let's say if currently current deadline is what, let us say that if my current deadline is 1, okay, so I'll iterate through the deadlines, and if my current deadline is 1, okay, let's say my deadline is 1, okay, if my deadline is 1, then I will not allow more than, like, see, if I have deadline as 1, okay, and let us say that if I had in the priority queue, like, if I insert 10 also, 40 also, and 30 also, so if the deadline is 1, then only one job can be done, right? Only one job can be done. So which kind of jobs will you like to eliminate? Which kind of jobs you will try to remove from this data? Can you tell me? You will try to remove the less. Please write lesser in the chat. Okay, you will try to remove the jobs which are having the lesser profit, right? If the current deadline is 1, right, then you can do only one jobs. Let's say you are having a box in which all the profits like associated with this one are there. Then which kind of jobs would you like to have? You would like to have the lesser jobs removed from the data structure, right? That is what you will try to do. So that is why what I can say here is I can use a min heap. Okay, min heap. Please write min heap in the chat. So that is why what I can do is I can use a min heap, right? And in this case, what I will do is, first of all, let's say I start inserting. So uh, let's see what will happen here, right? So currently, like, I will try to insert this guy 10. Okay, so I insert it, and I will check whenever the priority queue size becomes greater than, okay, priority queue size becomes greater than the current deadline, then I will pop. Okay, then I am going to pop. Okay, so always the minimum element is going to pop out. So initially 10 is inserted, that's fine. Then after that, what happens is I have 40. So I insert 40 inside, and now can I say that the size of the priority queue is greater than the current deadline? Yes, because in 1 second only one job can be done, two jobs cannot be done. So you will pop out. Please write pop in the chat. Okay, then what happens? The smaller one gets popped out. After this, what happens? Again, you go forward and you insert the next one. So you, for this, since you are iterating through this list of 1, so now you insert what? You insert 30. So now you will check with the priority queue size. So what is the size of your data structure priority queue? What is the size of the min heap? The size is greater than the current deadlines. So this means I am having more number of jobs inside compared to the number of jobs that I can do, right? So in that case, I will again pop out from the priority queue. Okay, so what will happen? I'll pop out the minimum element, so 30 will get popped out. Then after that, I this key is done. Okay, I've iterated through this key of 1. then I start iterating through this key of 4. Okay, so the current deadline becomes nothing but 4, and then I insert this particular thing, that is 20. Okay, then I insert this. Now if I see the, so the priority queue size is 2, which is less than equal to the current. Okay, which is less than equal to the current, and where the current is actually 4. So can I say that things are fine? Please write yes in the chat. Okay, so I can say that okay, things are fine, and then the iteration through the second key of the map is also done, right? And I can see that the current like the size of the priority queue is not exceeding the current deadline. Okay, so basically till 4 seconds you can obviously say that in 1 second you have to try to do the best job. So the best one was 40, that is why 40 is there inside. And for 4 till 4 you like in the second second you can say that you are trying to do this job 20, right? So what after that what I will do is I'll just iterate through this priority queue, and whatever whatever is remaining inside this priority queue, whatever is the size, okay, the number of jobs, right, the total number of jobs that I can do is nothing but the pq size. Okay, is nothing but the size of the priority queue after the iteration. And here you can see that it indicates 2 because only 2 jobs can be done, one job this one and second job this one only, right? That is what is it is indicating. And the total profit that I will get is nothing but what, I will take out all the elements and take the sum, so that will be 60. Is this much part clear to everyone? Please write yes, and then I will move to the next example as well. If it is clear, then please make sure to hit the like button. Okay, please make sure to hit the like button if you are clear till now, and give me a +1 also, right? This is a variation of kth smallest kth largest kind of problems, right? Is this problem clear to everyone till now? If yes, then please make sure to hit the like button and give me a +1 as well. Okay, so this much part is clear to all of you guys. This much part is clear, this test case is clear. And if you will see, so the total number of both the things I have to return. So you can see that in this example the total number of jobs that can be done is 2, and the profit is 60. Let's move to the next. Please write next in the chat. Can we move to the next test case as well? Please write next in the chat and give me a +1. Hit the like button as well, guys, if you have understood till now. Okay, so basically again moving on to the next particular thing, right? So again, as I said, what I will be doing is I will be using the concept of mapping, right? In which what I'm doing is with respect to a particular deadline. Okay, deadline is my key, and so let me write it. And with respect to this, I'm having the value, and as the value, I'm having a list of profits, right, for that particular deadline. That is my key value pair that I'm having here, right? And I'm using priority queue because I'm kind of using the kth smallest kth largest kind of concept. Okay, now let's take the second test case as an example so that we can understand things better. So now after that, if I write 2 comma 100 here, because the deadline is 2 and the profit is 100, then 1 comma, I'm not writing the job ID. Okay, I'm skipping the job ID. Then 1 comma 19 is there. Then let's say 2 comma 27 is there. Okay, then after that I have 1 comma 25 as the next job, and then after that I have 1 comma 15 as well, right? So if I have these things, so first of all I'll iterate through all the keys and I'll try to insert inside the map. So with respect to the one key, what will be inserted is I'll insert 19, I'll insert 25, and I'll insert 15 as well, right? Then with respect to the key 2, okay, with respect to the key S2, what you are going to insert is we are going to insert 100 and we are going to insert 27, right? That is what we will do till now. Now after this part has been done, right? So if you see, so this much thing has been done, right? Then let me just see if I have made any mistakes. I hope that is not the case. So yeah, okay, yeah, the things are fine till now. Can you do a dry run with another test case? Yes, Amit, I'm doing a dry run for test case 2. Test case 2. Yeah, doing a dry run for test case 2. Okay, so let's do a dry run with the test case 2 and see how things will work. Okay, so what we will do is I will say that okay, the current deadline is going to be this particular deadline. Okay, so current deadline is nothing but 1, right? And then I will have a priority queue data structure, right? And why I since if the priority queue size becomes greater than the current deadline, then in that case I will have to pop out the jobs. So I will have a min heap here. Okay, that is nothing but the priority queue, you can say. Now what I will do here is, first of all I will go to this guy and I'll insert it inside. Okay, so I'll insert 19. Now is it can I have it? Yes, the priority queue size is not greater than the current, so that is fine. Then after that I'll move to the next guy. So I move to the next guy, that is 25, and I insert it. Now tell me guys, tell me can I have like, if the current size is current is 1, which indicates that the deadline is 1, so can I have 2 size in the priority queue? Yes or no? Please write yes or no in the chat. Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. Please tell me. Please tell me. Yes or no? No. We cannot. We'll pop out. Which guy will you pop out? Please comment down. Please comment down. Which guy will you pop out? Which guy will you pop out? You'll simply pop out the guy that is nothing but 19, the smaller guy, right? Because it is a min heap. So the top element will be popped out and 19 is going to get popped out, right? So please write 19 in the chat. So 19 gets popped out. Then after that, you move to the next guy and you move to 15. So you insert 15. Again, you see that since the current deadline is 1, so it indicates this is kind of kth smallest, kth greatest kind of concept only. Again, I see that current deadline is 1, so that means only one job can be done. So the priority queue is having more than one job. So this means that I can only do one job, but I'm having two jobs. So again, I have to pop. So which guy will I pop? Yes, 15. I'll pop, correct. So I'll pop out 15 from here. Now after that, what happens is the current gets updated, and the current gets updated to 2. Please write 2 in the chat and give me a +1 and hit the like button as well, all of you. Okay, so this much point is clear to everyone. Now what happens is I have the current as 2, and then what I will do is now I move to this particular guy 100. Okay, so I insert 100 inside the priority queue. Now is the priority queue size greater than the current deadline? No, it's not. No, it's not. So this indicates that, okay, let's say this particular job can be done at deadline 1 and this particular job can be done at the deadline 2. Okay, that is what is happening. Now after that what will happen is I'll insert the next guy. So what's the next guy? The next guy is nothing but 27. Okay, so the next guy is nothing but 27. Now when I insert 27 inside, right, so what happens? The priority queue size is what? Please tell me, comment down quickly. So the priority queue size becomes 3, which is greater than 2. Okay, so I can only do 2 jobs, right? I can only do 2 jobs, because if the current is 2, so in the first minute I can do a job and in the second minute I can do a job. Okay, so I am having 3 jobs, so that is not possible. I cannot overlap the jobs. So which job will I pop out? I will be greedy and I'll pop out the minimum job currently that is present in the priority queue, that is pop out 25. Okay, so what does this indicate? After this you will see that I have entered the iteration, and what is the size of the priority queue, right? So the size of the priority queue at the end is nothing but 2, so that is the number of jobs that I can do. And what is the profit that I will make, guys? Please quickly comment out. The profit that I will make is nothing but 127. Now if you observe one thing, so basically what does this indicate, right? So basically this indicates that let's say this particular job, let's say that this particular job can be done at the time 1. Okay, time t is equal to 1, and this particular job can be done at time t is equal to 2, and that is the most optimal thing, because this particular job with the profit as 100, it was flexible by getting done. I can do this job with the profit 100 at time 1 or at time 2. So let's say if I do it at time 1, for example, I'm telling you, right? So I can do it at time 1, and this job maybe I can do at time 2. So that is why, although you can say that I have indirectly, we have very cleverly removed all those things, but that is how we are cleverly doing it, right? Because we are only having the maximum elements, because if we have a min heap, so the minimum elements get popped out, and that is how in the end 2 elements from this array only are getting added in the final answer. So the final profit is 127 if you see the answer. So you have 2 and 127. So is that clear to everyone? Please write clear plus in the chat and greedy OP in the chat as well, if you are clear with the working of this data structure and everything. And it's nothing but very similar to kth smallest element or kth largest element also, right? If you are all clear with this, right? So I think that everyone is clear till now. So what I will have is I will have a map. So let's quickly start writing a bit of code so that we can understand things better. Okay, yeah, so what I will do here is, just give me a second. Let me remove this segment also. Okay, seems fine. So what I will do first of all is I will make a map for myself, and map will be containing what? I will have an integer map, and according to that I will store the list. So please write list in the chat. So that is why I will have a vector, why I'm having ordered map, because I want the keys to be in sorted order. I want the deadlines to be in sorted order. That is why I'm having a normal map. Okay, and I'm declaring this as the map, let's say. And then after that, what I will do is I'll iterate through all the jobs, right? So I starts from, let's say, 0, and let's say I is lesser than n, then I will do an I plus plus. And what I will do is for the I'll say that map of let's say array of I for the ith job. Okay, as per its deadline. Okay, so its deadline will be named as dead. So for its for that particular deadline, since it is behaving like an array, so I will push back what? I will simply push back the profit that is associated with it. Okay, so let me push back the profit. So for this particular job, whatever is the profit, that is array of I dot profit. So I'll push back the profit along with it. Is this much part clear? And then I will declare a min heap. So priority, okay, underscore q. I don't want to make mistakes later on, that is why I'm checking. Okay, int comma vector int, because basically I'm declaring a min heap. So this is the, if you don't know, so this is the syntax for the min heap. Okay, then I will have a greater let's say int, and that is how things will close, I think, right? And then I can declare this as pq, right? Once that is done, so I will start iterating. Okay, so I'll iterate through all the keys of the map. Okay, so let's say if I am iterating through all the keys of the map, so int iterate, this is the iterator, because in every map I'm having let's say if I'm having a map, right? So with respect to let me show you here, right? Just give me a second. So if I will show you here, right, with a white color, so this is the like, if this is whole is indicated by iterator, so this is it dot first, that is the deadline, and this whole second part, it dot second, is a list. Please write yes in the chat. Agree? If it is indicating the current key, right? So just give me a second. Let me remove this much part so that you can understand it better. This is very much C++ thing, but it is obviously applicable in other languages also, similar kind of thing. Okay, so if it is currently pointing for this particular key value pair, right, then in that case the it dot first is always going to indicate what? The deadline. Okay, that is, you can say, the current deadline. And then it dot second is going to indicate for the list. Okay, so that's nothing but the list. So what I will do is I will iterate through all the keys of the map that I have. So I will iterate through all the keys of the map. Okay, so let me write this as auto instead of int, right? So I will write auto here, and let me check if anybody is asking anything. Is everyone clear till now? If yes, then you can hit the like button, guys. Okay, yeah. So Yash Dwivedi hero hai. Arey bhai. Anish Giri, thank you. So yeah, this much part is clear till now to everyone. If yes, then you can hit the like button also, right? So this much part is there. Now after that, what I will do is I'll say that, okay, the what is the current deadline? So the current deadline is nothing but, please write it dot first in the chat. Okay, dot first in the chat, or first in the chat. Okay, so it dot first is indicating the deadline, so that is why I'll have it as the current deadline. And how do I store the list along with that? So let's say vector int list is equal to I can say it as it dot second, because it dot second is storing the list. So the list will come in this particular variable. Let's name this list as something like uh, let's say v, because it is more suitable for us, right? Then after that, what I will do is I'll iterate through all the elements of this list. Okay, so let's say int I can use another iterator, let's say as something like j starts from 0 and j is lesser than v dot size. Okay, and then what I can do is I can do a j++ right here, and after that what I will do is I will simply try to push the ith profit inside. So I will push v of I, because that is the v of j, sorry. So that is the current profit that I will push with respect to this job, and I will check that if the pq size if it becomes greater than the current deadline, so if there are more number of jobs compared to the number of jobs that can be done, so in that case what I will do, I will simply pop. So please write pop in the chat. So I'm going to pop out, and in the end what I will do simply is first of all I need to take the size. So let's name it as sz. So pq dot size is what is the number of jobs that I'll be having, and then int let's say profit that I will get is initially 0, and I will iterate through everything inside. So while pq dot size is greater than 0, while the priority key is not empty, whatever is there inside the priority queue, so I will say that profit plus is equal to pq dot this thing dot top. So I will take out the element one by one, and I'll keep on popping them out, so that everything that is left afterwards I can take that out. And in the end I have to return an array of size 2, so I can simply declare this array, in this case in C++ like this. I think I have to return the size along with the profit, that is the number of jobs. Let me write number, like let me write it as jobs. Okay, so yeah, let's write it as jobs here. So the total number of jobs I'm returning. Let's try and compile it. Maybe I might have made several mistakes here, but I hope that this might work. Okay, it does work on the sample test cases. I hope it will get accepted also. Let's see how it goes. Okay, is this much part clear to everyone, guys? Please write yes. It does get accepted. I'll submit it again just to cross check if I have made any mistakes, but I think it got accepted. Yeah. So it does get accepted. So is this problem clear to everyone? Please write yes in the chat. Is this problem pretty much clear to everybody that is there in the chat? Yes. I hope that can you explain the line number 44? So as I said, if as I said, Rashid, that if the PQ dot size, that is the dry run that I was doing earlier, na, that if the PQ dot size becomes greater than greater than the current deadline. So let's say if the current deadline is 2, okay. If the current is 2, so that means you have only the first second and the second, okay, and you are having, let's say, the priority queue is having 3 elements. So in that case, this means that you cannot do 3 jobs, right, Rishit? So that is why you will eliminate that job which is having giving you the minimum profit out of those current 3 jobs. So that is why that is what we are doing here. I hope that makes sense for you as well, right? So yeah, this is how we are doing this particular problem. Has everyone understood it? If you go down and see, I think it has been asked in Microsoft Acolyte. So it was a pretty good problem based on some data structures only, and you can do it using other ways also. Best explanation on YouTube. Thanks a lot. Now let me just generate the link for all of you so that we can proceed further. Others understood it as well. Please write yes or no in the chat, and then I can proceed further. I hope that all of you have understood this very much clearly. It was a good problem, but I will say it was a typical medium problem. It was a good medium problem, to be honest. That is my point of view. And now what I will do is I will write this in the chat. Okay, so did everyone understood this? I hope that everyone has understood this. Okay, so yeah, Rishit is saying that he is also clear, and Madbar says clear. Then Rishit says, Vanchika also says that clear, that she is clear. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot, Madbar, as well. So now let me stop sharing my screen. And also one more thing that I wanted to inform all of you guys regarding my videos. If you are following me in my POD, so now I will basically now I will come live. That is what the team has decided for me, that I will come live on Tuesday, okay, Wednesday. I'll come live on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, so basically in that case you can say that I will take the POD, like I will come on these days live. Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that means that I will be indirectly solving the problem of the day of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday basically. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday POD I'll be solving. So that is why I'll come live on Tuesday, the Wednesday, and Thursday. That is what I think the team has decided for me. If there's any update, then I can tell you. And I think I will be taking this week's GFG contest also. So that is it from my side for today. I hope that all of you did enjoy this problem, and I tried to explain it as simply as possible. For Java also, I tried to convert it the code, but I was not able to do so. But time yahi hoga. Yes, time will be the same. So that is it for today. Thanks a lot everyone for joining, and if you're watching the recording, so make sure to give me a +1 and hit the like button. Contest, yeah, I think as of now I'll take the contest, at least for the next week I will be taking the contest. That is what has been told to me. So with that being said, thank you everyone, and I will see you with another problem of the day, I think tomorrow only. So that was also very good. Thank you, and have a great day ahead, and keep solving the problem of the day. Bye, good night, take care, and happy coding, guys. Thank you.